Hello, everyone, and welcome to Quiz Class. Today we have 100 questions on general knowledge. So let's begin with question number one. What is the deepest ocean in the world? The Atlantic, the Pacific, or the Indian Ocean? The Pacific. What is the hottest planet in the solar system? Mercury, Mars, or Venus? Venus. In which country are there the most lakes? Canada, Spain, or Turkey? Canada. Which volcano is considered to be the most dangerous in the world? Sakurajima, Vesuvius, or Mauna Loa? Vesuvius. In which country are the most languages spoken? Papua New Guinea, Indonesia, or Cameroon? Papua New Guinea. Where is the tallest waterfall in the world located? South Africa, Venezuela, or the United States? Venezuela. In which country are the most animal species located? Brazil, New Zealand, or Australia? Brazil. How many federative lands does Germany have? 20, 12, or 16? 16. Which continent spans all two hemispheres? Australia, Africa, or North America? Africa. What is the most remote place on Earth? Pitcairn Islands, Villa Las Estrellas, or Point Nemo? Point Nemo. Where are most of the U.S. coastlines? Maine, Florida, or Alaska? Alaska. In which sea won't you sink, or you won't sink? The Red Sea, the Dead Sea, or the Black Sea? The Dead Sea. How many Caribbean islands are there? 7,000, 10,000, or 12,000? 7,000. Where is the hottest place in the world located? The Philippines, the USA, or Ethiopia? The USA. What is the biggest museum in the world? The Louvre in Paris, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, or the Tokyo National Museum? The Louvre Museum. In what country are there no mosquitoes? Norway, Iceland, or North Korea? Iceland. What is the tallest skyscraper in the world? The Shanghai Tower, the Burj Khalifa, or Merdeka 118? The Burj Khalifa. Which country suffers from the most earthquakes? Indonesia, Japan, or Peru? Japan. What is the largest city in the world? Tokyo, Delhi, or Shanghai? Tokyo. Where is the largest desert located? Australia, North Africa, or Antarctica? Antarctica. What is the deepest known cave? The Geoffroy Jean Bernard in France, the Krubera Cave in Georgia, or the Mammoth Cave in the United States? The Krubera Cave, Georgia. What is the longest mountain range? The Carpathians, the Andes, or the Himalayas? The Andes. What is the longest river in the world? The Nile, the Yangtze, or the Amazon? The Nile. What city is spread across two continents? Porto, Istanbul, or Rabat? Istanbul. What is the most densely populated country? China, Canada, or Monaco? Monaco. How many time zones are there in the world? 24, 16, or 36? "24". Which country has the smallest population? Palau, Monaco, or the Vatican? The Vatican. How many islands are there in the UK? 6,000, 300, or 8,000? 6,000. What is the capital of Australia? Sydney, Melbourne, or Canberra? Canberra. Question 30. What is the largest state in the United States? Texas, California, or Alaska? Alaska. Which country is the island in Bali? Malaysia, Indonesia, or the Philippines? Indonesia. Where is the largest pyramid located? Egypt, Iraq, or Mexico? Mexico. What is the smallest country in Europe? Denmark, San Marino, or Vatican City? Vatican City. When did the Western Roman Empire fall? 410 AD, 180 BC, or 818 AD? 410 AD. What happened in the US in 1865? The Civil War started, slavery was abolished, or the signing of the Declaration of Independence? Slavery was abolished. Where was the wheel invented? Asia, Africa, or Eastern Europe? Eastern Europe. Where were the first Olympic Games held? The Roman Empire, England, or Greece? Greece. Question 38. Who is considered to be the founder of Islam? Noah, Muhammad, or Allah? Muhammad. Who was the first king of the United Kingdom? Athelstan, Henry VIII, or Edward? Athelstan. Where was gunpowder first used as a weapon? China, the United States, or India? China. From where did the Vikings come from? Scandinavia, the Middle East, or West Europe? Scandinavia. Where was the first university founded? Italy, Greece, or China? Italy. When did the Norman conquest start? 1066, 1210, or 998? 1066. Which disease killed 1/3 of the European population in the 14th century? Black Death, malaria, or tuberculosis? Black Death. When did Christopher Columbus arrive in America? The 18th century, the 15th century, or the 13th century? The 15th century. Who painted the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome? Michelangelo, Raphael, or Da Vinci? Michelangelo. Whose expedition was the first to circumnavigate the globe? Magellan, Christopher Columbus, or Vasco da Gama? Magellan. Who invented the first steam engine? Isaac Newton, T. Savery, or E. Somerset? T. Savery. Who wrote Principia Mathematica? Einstein, Curie, or Newton? Newton. When did the Industrial Revolution begin? 1805, 1733, or 1660? 1733. What was happening during 1789 to 1799? The Industrial Revolution in the US, the French Revolution, or the Spanish Succession? The French Revolution. How many years did the First World War last? 3, 1, or 4? 4 years. When was the telephone invented? 1944, 1812, or 1876? 1876. What was the Great Depression? An economic downturn, the period after the First War, or the genocide of the Jewish people? An economic downturn. When was the United Nations formed? 2001, 1993, or 1945? 1945. On which country did India depend on until 1947? The USA, the UK, or France? The UK. Who was assassinated in 1963? Kennedy, Reagan, or Rockefeller? John Kennedy. When was the Soviet Union founded? 1922, 1939, or 1904? 1922. Who invented WWW? Andres Van Dam, Robert Callio, or Tim Berners-Lee? Tim Berners-Lee. When did the scientific revolution take place? The 16th century, the 18th century, or the 20th century? The 18th century. When did the Second World War start? May 1940, December 1939, or September 1939? September 1939. When did the Renaissance start? The 18th century, the 14th century, or the 20th century? The 14th century. Where did the Battle of Hastings take place? France, England, or Norway? England. When did the War of the Roses begin? 1455, 1220, or 1389? 1455. Who is considered to be the inventor of nuclear bombs? Frisch, Oppenheimer, or Einstein? Oppenheimer. When did Queen Victoria become queen? The 15th century, the 16th century, or the 19th century? The 19th century. Who is considered to be the best-selling novelist? Stephen King, Agatha Christie, or Lewis Carroll? Agatha Christie. What is the best-selling book of all time? Don Quixote, Harry Potter, or the Bible? The Bible. Who wrote Harry Potter? Lewis Carroll, B. Shawn, or J. Rowling? J. Rowling. Which of these words is used to describe book lovers? Bibliophile, bookworm, or literator? Bookworm. How many words did Shakespeare invent? 400, 7,000, or 2,000? 2,000. What is the real name of George Orwell? Eric Blair, Joseph Conrad, or Dorothy Richardson? Eric Blair. What genre does Stephen King write? Horror, comedy, or fairy tales? Horror. What book by George Orwell was banned in the USSR? 1984, Animal Farm, or Burmese Days? 1984. In which country was Alice in Wonderland banned? India, the USSR, or China? China. What is the most expensive book of all time? The Birds of America, Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Leicester, or William Shakespeare's First Folio? Leonardo da Vinci's Codex Leicester. What was the first novel written on a typewriter? The Great Gatsby, Jane Eyre, or Tom Sawyer? Tom Sawyer. How many volumes has the longest series Gwyn Saga got? 100, 300, or 70? 100. Who is the most adapted author of all time? The Grimm brothers, Agatha Christie, or Charles Dickens? Charles Dickens. What percent of the Earth's surface is water? 90, 80, or 70%? 70%. How many official planets are there in the solar system? 10, 8, or 6? 8. What is the biggest animal in the world? Blue whale, polar bear, or African elephant? The blue whale. Question 83. What is the most popular sport in the world? Baseball, soccer, or cricket? Soccer. What is considered to be the happiest country in the world? Iceland, Denmark, or Finland? Finland. How many chromosomes are there in a human cell? 33, 46, or 23? 46. What fruit contains the most sugar? Apple, peach, or mango? Mango. Who is known as the Renaissance man? Leonardo da Vinci, Raphael, or Michelangelo? Leonardo da Vinci. What does the Portuguese word baroque mean? Strange, majestic, or enormous? Strange. Who is the author of the painting Women in the Garden, or the painter? Rembrandt, Claude Monet, or Van Gogh? Who is the painter? Claude Monet. What animal among these is extinct? Narwhal, white leopard, or dodo? Dodo. What is the world's fastest growing plant? Bamboo, cypress, or palm? Bamboo. What is the oldest life form on Earth? Stromatolites, bacteria, or comb jelly? Bacteria. Who are the Olympians? Champions of the Olympic Games, Titans, or Greek gods? Greek gods. What is the oldest surviving piece of Old English literature? The Myth of Beowulf, Caedmon's Hymn, or Anglo-Saxon Chronicle? Caedmon's Hymn. How many countries are there on the British Isles? 2, 4, or 6? Two. How many letters does the Scottish Gaelic alphabet contain? 21, 18, or 23? 18. How many cities are there in Wales? 6, 10, or 15? 6. Which country is connected with the nickname the Land of Song? Scotland, Wales, or Ireland? Wales. Question 99. Which country is moving its capital city because of climate change? Thailand, the Philippines, or Indonesia? Indonesia. Last question. How much of ocean pollution comes from land? Comes from the land? 50%, 30%, or 80%? 80%. Bonus question. What is the capital city of Italy? Let us know the answer in the comments. And of course, how well you did. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We will see you in our next quiz. Bye-bye.